Great to see you back for episode 3. In this episode, I'll be covering a range of terminology and language, conventions, techniques, and a range of available styles. I will also focus on the different names there are for elements and tools available in Adobe Premiere Pro and what you should address them as. So, let's get right into it. These terminologies can be found on the Adobe Glossary of Terminology found online, but I'll go through them in alphabetical order. The aspect key ratio would be addressed as the ratio of an image's width to its height. For example, a standard video display has an aspect ratio of 4:3, while most motion pictures use the more elongated aspect ratio of 69, which is the aspect ratio of a widescreen TV. Capture is the process of transferring source video from a camcorder or a tape desk to a computer. If the video is analog, the capture process converts the video to digital. The chroma key is a video effect that removes an area of specific color. This effect is often used during newscasts to insert a weather map behind a meteorologist. A code C is a short abbreviation for the compressor or decompressor, which is a device or program which uses algorithms to compress videos and sound files. This is used to make them easier to work with and stores a well-decompressed files for playback. Color correction is a process of altering the color of the video, especially if it was shot under less than the ideal conditions, such as low light. A J-cut is an edit which audio starts before the video, which gives the video a dramatic introduction, which is also known to some as audio lead. Letterboxing is a technique used to preserve the original aspect ratio of a motion picture when played on TV. Using a matte or a mask is the transparent area of an image which is typically defined by graphic shapes or blue screen backgrounds. Preview files are files that store information about tracks and effects in a project. Preview files are then created during the rendering process, where they're stored on a hard drive. They save time during the final export of the movie because the video edition application can use the information in the preview files rather than rendering clips again. The last thing would be the act of transforming. Transforming changes the positions of objects by moving, rotating, aligning, or distributing them. Moving on, I also found some basic definitions, the available styles of editing, which would be useful to recognize and understand on the New York Film Academy's official website. To kickstart the list, we have a cut. A cut is the simplest type of transition in which the last frame from one clip is followed by the first frame of the next. When using continuity editing, it will create a smooth flow through the shots without any inconsistent visuals. This type of cutting seeks to maintain a continuous sense of time and space. Continuity error is when the action or elements of a scene don't match across shots. For example, when a character breaks a glass window, but later in the shot, the window is apparently undamaged. Cross-cutting is a technique used to give the illusion that two storylines of the actions are happening all at the same time by rapidly cutting back and forth between them. Editing by itself is the process of taking raw footage to selecting combined shots to create a complete motion picture. An establishing shot is a shot which gives viewers an idea where the scene is taking place. This would usually involve a shot from a long distance, such as one taken from a bird's eye view, as it establishes where the action is about to occur. An eyeline match is a technique based on the idea that viewers want to see what on-screen characters are seeing. For example, if a character is looking intently at an off-screen object, the following shot would be of that off-screen object. A fade is a visual effect used to indicate a change in place and time. This involves gradual brightening as the shot opens or gradually darkens as the shot goes black or to another color. Sound also fades in and out to convey a change. An iris is a swipe that takes the shape of a shrinking or growing circle, depending on if the scene is opening or ending. Rarely used today, but very common during the silent era. A jump cut is an abrupt cut that allows the audience to first hear audio from a shot and then see it. A match cut is a cut joining two shots with matching compositional elements. This helps to establish strong continuity of action. One of the more notable examples of this technique is from the famous scene in 2001, A Space Odyssey. A rough cut is the first editing pass done for a film. A rough cut receives further polishing and editing before making its way out to the audience. A sequence shot is a long take composed of one shot that extends for an entire scene or sequence. It usually requires a complex camera movement and action. Here is a notable example from Goodfellas.
Thank you, sir. All right, see you later. Thanks.
What are you doing? You leaving your car?
He watches the car for me. It's easier than leaving it at a garage and waiting. It's a lot quicker that way. You know what I mean? Huh? I like going this way. It's better than waiting in the line. How you doing? Good, good. What's up? Here you go. How you doing, Gino? Hey, how are you? Good, good. Hey, good. Every time I come here, every time you two, don't you work?
Nice to see you.
Yeah, good seeing you.
Hi, how are you? Anthony, right in the front.
Great, great, thanks.
Anything you need, Henry, just let me know.
Hey, how come we can't get...
I know you're waiting for a table. I'll be right with you.
I have another drink, cuz. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Thanks. Hey, how are you guys doing? How are you? See you. Hey, Henry, how are you? What's up? Good, good. How you doing?
You gave them $20 each.
All right.
Henry, this is what Mr. Tony over there.
Where?
Over there.
Oh, thanks a lot, Tony. Thank you. Salute.
What do you do?
What?
What do you do?
I'm in construction.
You don't feel like you're in construction.
No, I'm a union delegate.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Copacabana is proud to present the king of the one-liners, Henny Youngman.
How are you all? I'm glad to be here. Take my wife, please. I take my wife everywhere, but she finds her way home.
A shot reverse shot is alternating of over-the-shoulder shots, usually used during conversations between two characters. Lastly, a swipe is a transition from one shot to another with visible patterns or elements, no longer used in today's film but very common in early cinema. In order for you to understand language terminology that Adobe Premiere Pro uses, these are the basics that need to be understood. In the next episode, I will explore auditory elements which are found in both Adobe Premiere Pro and Adobe Audition.